Hello everyone. Many people today talk about manifesting, often making it sound like some kind of magic. But my work wasn't about magic. It started from a very practical place. My home in Laredo, Texas, with my own children. As an electronics technician, I understood circuits and frequencies. I repaired radios and televisions, and I knew that for a device to work properly, it had to be tuned to the correct frequency. I began to wonder if the human brain worked in a similar way. Could we tune our own minds to function more effectively? This simple question, born out of a father's desire to help his children improve their grades, was the starting point for everything that became the Silva Method. It wasn't a spiritual quest, but a scientific investigation into our own God-given mental abilities. My first goal was simple: help my children concentrate and learn better. I observed that when they were relaxed and about to fall asleep, they seemed to absorb information more easily. This led me to study brainwaves. I learned that during our busy, waking state, our brains operate at a high frequency called beta. But in states of light relaxation, meditation, or daydreaming, the frequency drops to what scientists call the alpha level, between 7 and 14 cycles per second. I reasoned that if I could teach my children to consciously enter and function at the alpha level, they could use more of their minds to learn and solve problems. This was the key discovery, that we can learn to control our brain frequencies and, in doing so, access greater mental resources. This alpha state is the foundation of what people now call manifesting. It's the ideal state for programming your mind to achieve your goals. When you are at the alpha level, your brain's two hemispheres begin to work in harmony, giving you access to both logical and creative resources simultaneously. This is where effective problem-solving begins. It's a natural, built-in ability that we all possess, but most of us have never been taught how to use it deliberately. We are going to explore how you can learn to enter this level and use it to bring about the positive changes you desire in your life. To begin this journey together, please comment with your city and country so we can see our global community. And I invite you to subscribe to the channel to learn more. When I talk about manifesting, I'm not referring to wishful thinking. I'm talking about a structured mental process for solving problems and achieving goals. It is an active, deliberate technique. In our regular beta state, our minds are often filled with worry, doubt, and conflicting thoughts. We think about what we want, but we also think about all the reasons why we can't have it. This creates mental static. By learning to go to the alpha level, you quiet that static. You create a clear channel where you can focus your mental energy with intention. It's like tuning a radio to a specific station. At alpha, you tune your mind to the frequency of solutions, not problems. This is the practical science behind it. The power of this state comes from the synchronization of the two sides of our brain. The left hemisphere is logical, analytical, and time-bound. The right hemisphere is creative, intuitive, and imaginative. It doesn't operate by the same rules of logic or time. In our modern world, we are trained to rely heavily on the left brain. The Silva Method teaches you to activate the right brain and use them together. At the alpha level, information flows more freely between the hemispheres. Your logical mind can define a goal, and your creative mind can generate pathways and solutions that your logical mind alone might never have conceived. This whole brain thinking is what makes you a more effective problem solver in all areas of your life. To harness this power, I developed a tool I call the mental screen. Think of it as a large movie screen located just in front of you, slightly above eye level. It's a dedicated space in your mind where you can project images with focus and control. This isn't just random daydreaming. It's a disciplined use of your imagination. By using this screen at your alpha level, you are creating a clear blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. Your mind thinks in pictures, so providing it with a clear, vivid image of your desired outcome is the most effective way to give it instructions. This screen becomes your workshop where you design the reality you want to experience, whether it's for health, relationships, or career success. One of the most effective techniques for this is what I call the 3 scenes technique. It's a structured way to program your mind for success. This isn't about just fantasizing about the end result. It's about mentally rehearsing the entire process of solving a problem. You will use your mental screen to project 3 distinct scenes. The first scene is where you visualize the problem as it exists right now, in full detail. You need to understand and acknowledge the current reality before you can change it. By seeing the problem clearly on your mental screen, you are defining what needs to be solved for your subconscious mind. You are presenting it with the starting point of your journey. After you have clearly visualized the problem in the first scene, you will move to a second scene. In this scene, you visualize yourself taking action, the specific steps you will take to solve the problem. This is a critical step that many people miss. Manifesting is not passive. If your goal is to get a new job, you would visualize yourself updating your resume, networking, and performing well in interviews. This mental rehearsal bridges the gap between your current reality and your desired outcome. You are programming your mind not just with the what, but also with the how. You are directing your mental energy towards productive, goal-oriented actions in the physical world. The final and most important scene is the third scene. Here, you visualize the successful outcome. You see the problem completely solved, and you see it as if it has already happened. See yourself having achieved the goal. What does it look like? What does it sound like? Most importantly, what does it feel like? You must experience the emotions of success, the joy, the relief, the satisfaction. This emotional component is what energizes the blueprint you've created. It's the fuel that drives your subconscious mind to find the ways and means to make this mental reality a physical one. It's the signal that tells your entire being, this is our new reality. Now you might be asking how this really works. It's not magic. It's about communicating with the deeper part of your mind. Your subconscious mind directs much of your behavior, habits, and even the opportunities you notice. When you use the 3 scenes technique at the alpha level, you are embedding a powerful command deep within your operating system. Your subconscious mind accepts these clear, emotionally charged images as instructions. It then begins to work behind the scenes, guiding your intuition, enhancing your creativity, and making you more aware of opportunities that align with your goal. You'll find yourself saying the right thing at the right time or getting a sudden idea that leads to a breakthrough. If you're understanding how this works and want to learn more Silva Method techniques, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments if this content is useful. For this process to be effective, 3 key ingredients are necessary: desire, belief, and expectancy. First, you must have a strong desire for the outcome. A casual wish doesn't have enough energy to create change. Your desire is the engine. Second, you must believe that it is possible. If you harbor deep-seated doubts, you are sending conflicting messages to your subconscious. You must cultivate the belief that you have the ability and the right to achieve your goal. Belief clears the pathway. Finally, you must expect the outcome to happen. Expectancy is a calm, confident state of knowing. It's not anxious hoping. It's the feeling you have when you know a friend is on their way to visit. Let's apply this to a simple, everyday problem: finding a lost item, like your car keys. First, you would enter your alpha level. On your mental screen for scene 1, you would see the problem. The keys are missing and you feel the frustration. For scene 2, you would visualize yourself becoming calm, taking a deep breath, and allowing the answer to come to you. You are not frantically searching, but calmly allowing the memory to surface. For scene 3, you project a clear image of yourself holding the keys, feeling the relief and knowing exactly where they are. You would then open your eyes, and often an idea or memory will pop into your head, leading you directly to them. Let's take a more complex goal, like improving your financial situation. For scene 1, you would visualize your current financial state honestly, without judgment. See the bills, the bank balance, the reality of the problem. For scene 2, you would imagine yourself taking practical, constructive actions. This could be learning a new skill, looking for a better job, creating a budget, or developing a business idea. See yourself doing the work. For scene 3, you would visualize the end result: financial security. See your bank account with the desired balance, feel the peace of mind of paying bills with ease, and experience the freedom that this new reality provides. Feel the gratitude for this achievement. People often get hung up on the word instantly. Instant manifestation doesn't mean you will get a new car in your driveway 5 seconds after you visualize it. It means that the moment you correctly program your goal at the alpha level, you have instantly changed your inner reality. You have created the cause. You have aligned your mental and energetic state with the solution. This internal shift immediately begins to influence your actions, your perceptions, and the opportunities you attract. The instant part is the creation of the mental blueprint. The physical manifestation follows in its own natural time, which your actions in Scene 2 will help accelerate. The interchange is immediate. To make your visualizations truly effective, you must engage as many of your senses as possible. Don't just see a static picture on your mental screen. Make it a living, breathing reality. If your goal is a new home, don't just see the house. In your mind, walk through the front door, feel the texture of the walls, smell the scent of new paint or flowers in the garden, hear the sound of your family's laughter echoing in the rooms. The more sensory detail you include, the more real the experience becomes for your brain. Your brain doesn't distinguish much between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By making it real in your mind, you are building the neurological pathways for it to become real in your life. This process transforms you from a passive wisher into an active creator. When you operate from the beta level, you might hope for a better future, but that hope is often mixed with doubt and fear. When you go to your alpha level and program your goals, you move from hoping to knowing. You are no longer just a victim of circumstances. You become the director of your own mental life. This shift in mindset is profound. You develop a quiet confidence that you can solve problems and achieve your goals because you now have a reliable method for doing so. This is not about arrogance. It is about self-awareness and the skillful use of your own mind. The techniques I've shared with you are not complicated theories. They are practical tools based on how your mind naturally works. Like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how often you use it and how skilled you become with it. The key is consistent practice. The more you practice entering your alpha level and using your mental screen, the easier and more powerful it will become. This is an ability you were born with. My research simply uncovered a systematic way to access and direct it. It's your mind, and you have the ability to use it to create a better, healthier, and more successful life for yourself and your loved ones. It all comes down to practice. These are not magic spells, they are skills. Just like learning to ride a bicycle, it may feel a bit awkward at first, but with daily practice, it becomes second nature. Dedicate a few minutes every day to go to your level and work on your goals using the 3 scenes technique. The results you experience will be the only proof you need. You have within you an incredible power to shape your life. The Silva Method simply provides the instruction manual that you were never given. It is my sincere wish that you use these abilities to not only better your own life, but to contribute positively to the world. To practice these techniques and discover more about the Silva Method, subscribe to the channel. Comment, "I can achieve everything I set my mind to," if you believe in the method. Remember, it is practice that brings results.